It is. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. We are still in week 5 of the 2026 Winter Super League. And this is, let's have a quick look, Worldsitar's Norse versus Kopecz's Rats. And these are, I don't think, in contention here. Oh, maybe. They're both in the middle of the table, so I don't think so. 1-2-1 is the record for Worldsitar, but Kopecz is 1-1-2. He's definitely not in contention. I don't know if 2-2-1 will get up there. That's the same as 3-0-2, so maybe it will if Worldsitar wins. So he's the only one with something to play for here. Kopecz is basically playing spoiler. If he gets a draw, Worldsitar can't qualify. Who won the toss? I missed it. The Skaven won the toss and choose to receive, which I actually think is a real good idea. I would absolutely not want to be punched first as Rats in this matchup. And he should, because there's a Yeti on the pitch, he should Daka. Should start with his Rat Ogre back down here and just Daka. The guys in front can't do rushes, so you can run all the way back. Or you can just start a fight. Good question. Fake taxi. So, a Daka is where you receive the ball. On your own offense, and you spend the first couple of turns running backwards. That's the basic of it. I'll do some videos in the future to explain it better and how to do it and different parts of it. So you get the ball and you just run down here. Just run backwards. And then after 2 or 3 turns, you turn around, you go back that way. The basic idea of it is for those first couple of turns, you reduce attrition. You don't get blitzed and you don't get based because you've run too far away to get based. So you don't have to make dodges, which causes attrition if you fail, especially Rats who are going to get based with line Rats. So you just run backwards, and then you just play the same drive, but from all the way back here, and you've killed 2 turns, which usually, when you're the agility team, is the thing you are desperately trying to do, is kill turns. You don't want to score too early, and if you kill turns by just dicking around in the midfield, you get blitzed, you get based, things can go wrong. So it runs back. It's not just a free tactic. Don't think that it's just something you should always do. If you run backwards and your opponent is good at making a defensive shape, if something goes wrong, like you have to roll 1 in 36s with the ball carrier and you snake, the ball is now on the ground down here. And it's far more likely that you will get turned over rather than just have the score stopped. You have very little chance to get the ball back because they're also very close to your end zone. So there is an increased risk. But if you are good at doing a Daka, and especially if you are a team that's good at doing a Daka, which Rats are, it is a very good tactic to learn. Pro Elves also are, but not at the start. Not fresh Pro Elves. Fresh Pro Elves don't have dodge. You need dodge players. I'm only saying that, YouTube, because Fake Taxi plays Pro Elves. Not quite. Obviously, the ball carrier is not the only one usually who has to dodge. You probably need a screen and a cage and stuff. And you might not even get to 1 in 36. It might end up being 1 in 9s to dodge through, depending how good the opponent defends. Why is he on the ground? Oh, okay. To be fair, I would take that if I was the Rats. A Norse guy got sent off, whereas the Rat Ogre only got stunned. So I would absolutely be fine with that. I don't like any kickoff events, but yes, that one is particularly stupid. That wouldn't matter so much if Cyanide hadn't spent the last 3 years refusing to put the actual rules of Blood Bowl in, because you would have had a touchdown to award to anyone you want for playing like no turns. That'd be great, right? Now you don't care so much that you were denied a match. You got 3 SPP on like the hardest player to level, and you can spin again. But for 3 years, Cyanide have abjectly refused to put the actual rules of Blood Bowl into the game. The answer's in the question. I don't need the circles on the rats. That is quite the straight up play there. Gets a stun and another pow. Nice. Oh, this is a little risky, isn't it? Okay, that's better. Still risky if this is a 1 in 9. He has to re-roll it. But it wasn't, so he's fine. And that's the problem, right? There we go. If you want a lesson for why it's really shit to not DACA as rats, that's the lesson. You can't really re-roll line rat dodges, and they're armor 7, so the first dodge he fails, he's immediately dead. So you should absolutely learn to DACA. It's not the answer every time, but it's definitely the answer a lot of the time. Oh, dear me. That is quad 1s. He just survived quad 1s. Jesus Christ. By the Yeti rolling one of them. Normally that would have ended his turn basically anywhere else. One dice power with Mighty Blow on the Roger. That guy looks very red. No, he's fine. The red went away before he hit the ground. This looks very much like the patented rat piss-off. Oopsie poopsie. At least there's no Mighty Blow on that hit. Full pow on the Valk, who is also fine, so never mind. casually walks through. Hey, seeing hexaskulls in the wild is very rare. I've only ever seen it live once. There is a clip on my channel of octaskulls, but that's slightly different. So octaskulls was I rolled quad skulls, but then obviously there are armor dice involved, and they weren't ones. And while I was whinging about rolling quad skulls, my opponent's first block back was quad skulls. I've literally never seen that anyway. Oh, it's more than thousands to one, mate. Well, that was... While we were talking about that, that was quite the shit turn for the Norse. He got a removal, but then rolled a 1, a 2, rolled a 1 there, a 2 there, and a 1 there, and sculled out. Took the block with block. I would have been very tempted to have taken the block without block there. I don't like the block with block as much. It does give him the follow-up, but it's not great. So normally, this would be, like, not great, right? You can easily get blitz, but you got to remember that Norse come with Drunkard, and so it's 3+ rushes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 3+ for the dodge and 3+ for the rush, and then he has to roll a full POW. All with 1 reroll. Seems unlikely. That is another dead Norse guy. He's got 2 spears, so it's not the world's biggest disaster. He's trying to hit this Valk again. And he full POWs her again. Into a Kaz. There's the Apo. Wow. Little bit of a dicing. What's that, Octaskull, Sliker? Crazy, right? Yeah, I've never seen it, other than in my own game. I've cast thousands of games, and I've never seen anyone with a clip of it or anything. Oof. Gets the full power with the mighty blow. And he's dead, and it's seriously hurt. He tries the Apo, and it kills him. So he's missing a gutter. Things turned around fast there. He just scores. He doesn't even do anything, he just scores. So he's got a 3-turn, not a 2-turn. He only has one Valk, doesn't he? This build, he's got the double Berserker build with one Valk. That's why he had to Apo it. I mean, he would have Apoed it anyway, and if he had 2 Valks, but... And a deep kick as well. I don't know why he's so close. Like, why are you in the middle, Sitar? Like, that's very, like, optimistic, isn't it? On a 3-turn, I'd want this Berserker, like, in the middle and her a couple of squares back. Because then if it does this, I would immediately try and do a handoff or a pass to the Berserker and have the ball up here. For free, down here, where it's safe. Now you're going to end up having to, like, throw a pass or something. This is not a well-thought-out setup. I'll do, like I said, once we hit the 1,000 followers on YouTube, I'll start doing some videos on the things that I talk about in this. Like, this is called a relay, right? People don't have a relay in place very often, and they should. And when they do 1-turns, they don't have redundancy. Words that start with RE apparently are a thing. Wait, where's the blitz? Oh, he's blitzing over here. What a weird blitz that is. Fails the pickup. Can't re-roll it. Big problems. Juggernaut, baby. Juggernaut, baby. Well, turns out that's a pretty good skill. And now the gutters flood the backfield. And this pickup is all of a sudden hugely problematic. Is there another 1 in 9? Holy shit, look at those dice. 1 in 9, 1 in 9. Hang on. And the animal savagery was a 2. 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2 his dice have been so far. What a fun set of dice to have for your turn. Get a lot done with those dice. So, yeah, Vaughn. Sorry, I will explain it quickly now. I might as well, before this turn happens. So, normally, redundancy has a bunch of meanings, but the most common one is during a 1-turn. So, yes, if everyone could pretend that I've just given the most amazing explanation ever while Vaughn is watching ads, that would be great. Please just spam that. God damn. How did you get back from ads so quick? What the hell? Watch more ads. That didn't earn me much money. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, sorry, Vaughn, you missed it. It was too long and complicated to say again. So now the Norse are in massive trouble, aren't they? Not only does he have to pick up the ball, but he has to throw the ball and catch the ball. Like he has no other choices here. He can literally lose the game if any of those go wrong. No, PC is just waxing lyrically about how much he really, really, really hates his wife. If anyone knows PC's wife and would like to tell her, hang on, just to be clear, Ord, PC in his own inimitable way doesn't actually mean lumpy orange juice. He means just orange juice with bits, like fresh orange juice, not smooth orange juice that has been put through a strainer. Here we go. Makes the pickup. That's the biggest one. Makes the rush. Fails the first go at the pass. Makes the pass. Catches the ball. Absolute lucker dogville. And gets a Kaz. Amaze balls. Throws a oneer. It has no rerolls, remember. The ball completely exposed. And another one dice. Into a removal of the Roger. Holy shit. And a double rush. Outrageous dice. Makes the dodge. Gets the pows. Gets the removal himself. Where's this ball going? Oh my god. It's a scatter catch. We're in trouble. I mean, to be fair, there is only this guy in scoring range. Oh my god, he made it worse. He made it worse. Oh no, and he snaked anyway. He wouldn't even have made a regular dodge. I don't know why the hell he was going round there. Let's cut the corner and do some rushes. All twos. He would have snaked, but still better. Another removal. I don't even know what he's doing, to be honest. What the fuck is he doing? He's failed. Okay, so it is just playing regular dice. Hello, Bucky. And both of the KOs come back. Do you know what? I don't... I have a problem, right? When I'm playing rats, I have an immediate problem. Firstly, I hate rats, so there's my first problem. But in situations like this, I don't want to play. Like, I want to put all 6 of those rats that are currently set up in rule of 3 all the way at the back of the pitch and just wait to see if I can one turn. Because 9 rats stand no chance at turning him over, barring an absolute dicing of a disaster. Like, they just stand no chance, right? So he's just going to get banged out more and more. He's going to have less players for the one turn. Just run away. Like, it's crap. It's boring. Like, it's really, like, awful to watch because nothing's happening. But that's the best way that you're going to live. And more importantly, why the is your thrower on there? Why is your thrower on there? Stick this shitty blitzer with tackle on there. You'd have one less turn to survive as well because the timeout just happened. Where's the ball gone? Oh. Let me double check. Okay, it would have killed the blitzer, to be fair. It would have killed anyone, as usual. But now he doesn't have a thrower for the one turn. Well, there we go. I guess we're just going for it now. And we know how it helps. Ball's going to end up... Well, the ball is going to end up there 1 in 36 times, but it's going to end up there, right? Oh, it's actually doing rushes. Oh, okay. What was it? It made a Vengabus cage and then just stayed there. Oh, are you asking why I'm doing a replay? Because this is the Super League. So normally I will do game analysis videos of top level games. So I did the World Championships. If I see any of the finals of other things going on, Rebel final, Kibble final, I did. The Ladder Cup final, the Arena Cup final. I'm going to do the Morg Cup final, but that's because I'm in it, so I don't have a choice. I will try to do them so that people can learn. It's better to do analysis of this level of game where, as you say, you're watching 2 randos. Like, it can just be nonsense, right? You can't really teach someone when it's total nonsense. It has to be people who are getting some stuff right and some stuff wrong, rather than everything wrong. And then I chuck them on YouTube and people can learn Blood Bowl from them. Oh, while I've already got it paused, we were joking earlier, by the way. I didn't answer your question. They're all just messing with you, and we thought it was funny. Redundancy is mostly used by me in one turns. So when you're doing a one turn, you would quite like to set up in a way that when you do your first block, you can eat POWs. As in you have redundancy if it's POWs. So you set up in a formation whereby if it's POWs, you can still carry on with the one turn. You don't need that one player to have been pushed. It's easier to explain when there's a one turn happening. So if you ever see that, I will show you. Just give me a shout when it's happening. But that's basically the meaning from it. But it does have other meanings. Like in vampires, you have redundancy. Like you hypno from squares that leave other squares in case the hypno fails. If you're going to score with a vampire and you haven't got anyone to bite, you can select him to do a handoff or a pass so that you have a redundancy built in as a backup plan. The rats are not going to have enough players to care about redundancy odds, so it isn't going to matter. Thank you for the follow, good. So I would make a joke about the fact that I have good, but I don't technically. I have lured. Can imagine some people in chat quickly Googling what the hell good and lured are. The first one was better, Rod. Worldsitar might be going for the win. Remember what I said, the draw is not good enough for him. And legitimately, there's no point, right? If you go for the win and you lose, it doesn't matter in this. There's no money involved or anything. It's you either get through or you don't. Oh, Vaughn, you can't really say that in this channel, mate. Not like in gym part, that's fine. But like judgmental of other coaches play. Oh, baby. You might be in the wrong channel. That's literally the only reason I do this. Like I said, I don't play anymore. Oh, well, not much anyway. Because I don't like Blood Bowl 3 and there's no competition on Blood Bowl 3 that I care about. Does the rush to get in the way. Lovely. Gonna have to do a dodge, though. Dodges and then does a rush and kills himself. Yes, it's not about the people. It's about the Blood Bowl. So if I do something wrong, I also shit on myself. Quite the opposite. Like for me, I go out of my way to make sure that that's a thing. Like I was quite outspoken about the fact that I thought Arzawayne should have won the world championship, and I can't stand him because he's a cheat. But he was the best player in the finals. Should have won. I'm glad he didn't. Yeah, chat can get a bit carried away. Not gonna lie. Anyone's chat. I've kind of trained mine a bit more than Jim's chat. Jim's chat is pretty awful. Pretty great kick. Directly to the gutter. If it makes you feel any better, Vaughn, you can go and watch me shit on JD's KBBL final. I uploaded it on YouTube recently. Hang on, I'll find it for you now. There we go. Bookmark that somewhere. You can have your revenge on JD. But he is normally a nice guy. So, so here's the problem with that, Vaughn. There is a certain group of streamers, of which Kano is one, and one of the other major ones rhymes with Bandy Bevo, who consistently claim that their opponents are good, even when they're not. I'm not saying you weren't, but don't take it as a compliment. It's defending themselves. They are not being complimentary to their opponent as much as defensive about themselves. I've heard Devo claim his opponent played well while knocking up his 4th touchdown against him. Because it implies that he's so much better, right? My opponent's played pretty well, don't you think? 5-0. If Devo called you bad, you were really bad. Oh, wait. No, there are exceptions to the rule. If you were playing some kind of banger team, Devo hates you. If you fouled on turn 16, Devo hates you. He's wrong and does it himself and is a hypocrite about it, but he hates you. And therefore you were bad. So if you did any of those things, you can lay yourself off. Ads starting in a minute in case anyone's going to ask a question. He makes the dodge. He gets the strip. And he scatter catches it. And that's probably the end for old Worldsitar. Yes, was a weirdly wide cage. Firstly, just don't answer the Bucky thing like it's a real point. I absolutely not I do not bitch about Devo a lot. He just made that up. Secondly, that wasn't bitching about Devo. That's a fact about Devo. I can't help it that that's what he does. I fucking barely ever mention him. What's going on here? Like, I actively don't know what's happening. Just chaining him out so he could try and dodge in, I guess. Makes it. Gets the full and total pow. What? Hang on, is there a scoring threat? There is. Why in the absolute bluest of blue fucks would you sidestep next to the sideline? You got to choose that square. You total plum. Awful. Actually awful. Why are you even... Why are you even doing it? Why are you blitzing with the Roger? You could have just had 2 dice. Like, you have spare players. Just 2 dice him. Off. You only need 1 block. Yeah, that's not a joke, Bridge. Like, just there. So it can't go in the crowd. Anywhere that wasn't on the sideline. Oh my days. Actual chance for the Norse to win the game. 3+, 5+, 3+. He keeps burning the 1 on the Yeti. It's pretty great. Oh, he's got pass on her. Just as I got excited. Just as I got excited, another dub skulls. Ridiculous game. That was a snake. That was a snake. Those 3 turns ended with snake, snake, snake. Which I don't like saying because I got a lisp. Anyway, that was a really stupid game. And neither of them are qualifying. And I can't believe that he sidestepped there and give Worldsitar a possible chance to qualify. And then it just ended the game with snakes. Right. We will see you in the next one. Hopefully it's less stupid, less outrageous.